Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Bethany. I'm an opera singer who has fallen for MLMs and manifestation scams. And now I'm here on this channel telling my story and spilling the tea, debunking the common myths and deception and manipulative tactics that are used. So if that is your kind of jam, I'd love if you would subscribe and like this video, and let's just get right into it.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10, whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to.
So today I'm going to do some more MLM fails, and the first ones I have for you, of course, I'm still following BODi girlies to their next grift, and I am. This is so funny to me because I was like, I have to look at Melanie Mitro, right? Like Melanie Mitro was the top Beachbody coach for 4 years in a row. She is one of the original coaches. She is an OG, and she had a huge downline, and she had multiple top people under her, and she was also under Lindsay Matway. So she has gone to Shaklee, and Lindsay went to Make Wellness. So thank God Lindsay has that second home that she can rent out, and that she has Jesus helping her with her money. Because what would she do without Melanie and her giant downline on her team? So I just have to do this first comparison. Okay, so Melanie says, I could have gone anywhere, but nowhere else felt like home. When I made the decision to build again, I knew one thing for sure. I wasn't just looking for another opportunity, I was looking for the right one. Because after 13 years of building teams and businesses, I had clarity on what I wanted and what I didn't. And these are all like check marks, like bullet points. A company that aligned with my values, trust, integrity, and legacy. A modern compensation plan that rewards both retailers and team builders. A catalog of 300 plus clean, non-toxic products that I truly use and love, even though, sidebar, even though she moved to Shaklee like 2 weeks after Beachbody announced it was going affiliate. Never mind. She uses all 300 products. In those 2 weeks, she used all 300 products and she loves them. I believe that for sure. A CEO with a vision and leadership style I fully believe in. Systems and strategy that allow women to build a business on their own terms. And 5 months in, I can confidently say this was the right move. The foundation is strong, the momentum is real, and seeing so many women say, this is what I've been searching for, makes it even more rewarding. If you're looking for an opportunity that aligns with your values, your vision, and your goals, whether for supplemental or significant income, I'd love to personally invite you to our open house tonight. Now, unfortunately, I missed the open house, but I'm going to try to get on the next one so I can record it and react to it. Before I comment on that, let's look at Megan Mazakowski's post, her caption. If it wasn't an absolute yes, it was a hard no. When I made the decision to build again, I knew one thing for sure. I wasn't just looking for another opportunity. I was looking for the right one. Because after 10 years of building a client base and team, I had clarity on what I wanted and what I didn't. Here are the check marks. A company that aligned with some of my highest values: health, integrity, innovation. A modernized compensation plan that rewards both retailers and team builders. A catalog of 300 plus clean, non-toxic products that I love and use with my entire family. A humble, kind, and generous CEO who has a vision and leadership style that I fully believe in and trust. Systems and strategy that allow anyone to build an income and business on their own terms. And 5 months in, I can confidently say this was the right move. It was the absolute best move. The foundation is strong, the momentum is real, and seeing so many people say, I'm so much happier here, makes it even more rewarding. if you're looking for an opportunity that aligns with your values, your vision, and your goals, whether for supplemental or significant income, I'd love to personally invite you to our open house tonight. So, now that we have read both of those captions, it is the year of our Beyonce, 2025, when everyone is using the same exact post and just tweaking it, personalizing it to their own thing. They've been doing that since I was in Beachbody in 2014. And I remember getting called out because one of my Facebook friends noticed that my person that I joined under and me and someone who I recruited and like a few other girls were all using the same post, just with like, we'd go in and make a few tweaks. And someone was like, I saw the same post from like all of you guys. Do you actually believe this, or are you just copying and pasting? And I don't even like have commentary because it's so stupid. Like, how are these women the top people in MLMs? If anything, it proves that you do not have to have any real leadership skills. You do not have to have any original ideas, any innovation, any creativity, anything that would make a normal, like real business owner successful. These top MLM huns don't have any of that. They just use these same tired formulas. And they probably all have like neuro-linguistic programming certifications, so they're trying to use like certain words to manipulate you into buying stuff. But it's like, can any of these huns come up with an original idea? I don't know which of these huns, which Melanie or Megan came up with this first, or if it was even someone else altogether, because I do know that Christine Dwyer joined Shaklee, and we're going to look at her as well. But it is hilarious to me. I can't even. So something that they both said, when I made the decision to build again, I'm going to stop you right there. You didn't actively make a decision to build again. It's not like you were sitting around and you were like, you know what? I am feeling stagnant at Beachbody and I want to join another company. I want to start a new venture in my life, etc. No, Beachbody took your downline away. They went affiliate and you were like, oh crap, I want to keep my downline. I want to keep making massive paychecks with very little effort so I can earn money off of everyone else's work and not have to work very hard myself. And so they went to Shaklee and they both said 5 months in. So it is February. You know, they both posted this in February. That is October, November, December, January, February. They literally, Beachbody announced they were going affiliate September 30th. You joined Shaklee like October 1st. You really had time to try all 300 products? Methinks that doesn't quite add up. Clearly, you do not care about the products. You just wanted something that looked like you could get on board with it. And Christine found Shaklee, and so you joined her, and like, voila. You joined Shaklee so you keep your downline. Like, almost, if Make Wellness had gotten to you first, you all would be in Make. But yeah, a company that aligns with my values: trust, integrity, and legacy. Trust? Integrity? Legacy? Are those in the room with us right now? Because you cannot be trusted. You lie to people. You present this as a good opportunity. You present this as something that anyone can do. Anyone can even make supplemental income. You say, if you are looking for either supplemental or significant income, I'd love to personally invite you. They both say that. You can't make supplemental income in an MLM unless you are working your butt off. And then you end up working for less than the minimum wage or losing money. It's supplemental income is not a thing that comes easily because you have to buy a certain amount of products. You're always pressured to be buying different personal development things, going to all the events. Like, whenever you hear an MLM hun say like, oh, there's no cost, like you're not going to lose money because you don't have to buy anything. Like, there's no like business fee. There's no like PV requirement. It's usually either like an outright lie and there is a PV requirement, or there's going to be a lot of things where they say, well, I never told you, like, you didn't have to buy this. Like, no one told you you had to buy this. But the pressure is real. Like, they use cult tactics. Like, let's be real. Let's just be real. Before, this is the end of my lunch break. So when you see me later, if it looks darker, it's because I'm going to be recording after work is over. But tomorrow is March 1st, and then next weekend will be daylight savings time. So as much as it sucks to lose an hour of sleep, we will get the sun setting later and we'll get more of that daylight. So hopefully y'all with the seasonal affective disorder will feel better. But before I go back to work to my 9 to 5, because I'm just a corporate stooge in corporate America building someone else's dream, let's look at Melanie's morning routine.
Here's your morning routine.
If you guys get that reference, you're my people.
The alarm goes off at 5:10 a.m. I don't have to wake up this early, but I love the quiet of the morning. I actually don't like to talk to people for the first hour I'm awake. I need that time to get my mind right before the day starts. So first, I drag myself to the kitchen, make my morning hydration and gut mocktail, let Millie out, and settle into my cozy chair.
How is there so much daylight when you woke up at 5:10 a.m.? Like, the sun is fully out. And I don't know, maybe she lives really far north. I think she lives in Pennsylvania, though. So she doesn't live really far north. And this was posted in the winter. This was actually posted a few weeks ago. So did you really get up at 5:10 a.m.? Like, and if so, or if not, like, why lie about it? Like, who cares? It's not a flex. I feel like these MLM huns, and by extension, like personal development people as well, they will all talk about their morning routines and be like, 5 a.m. club and all this stuff. And I'm like, honestly, it's more of a flex if you're like, yeah, I built my own business so I get to sleep in until 9. Like, but because they didn't actually build it, they're profiting off a downline. They like to give this impression that they're just like this such hard worker and that they're so dedicated, and they're so dedicated to their mindsets that they get up at 5 a.m.
Which is my favorite part of the day. A few months ago, I made a small change that completely shifted my mental peace. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. No scrolling, emails, messages, total game changer for my peace of mind. Then I focus on faith, growth, and alignment. I read my Bible and my devotionals. I've been doing the Bible recap app. I'm on day 145. It's been life-changing. I read a chapter of my personal development. I recently finished Just Anxious for Nothing. Total game changer. Then I do my journaling with gratitude. I write down my affirmations and review my vision. I ask myself, how do I want to feel at the end of the day? What challenges might I face today, and how would my best self handle them? What are the 3 most important things I must get done? By the time I get dressed and start my day, my mind is clear. My energy is grounded. I'm leading with intention, not reaction. And studies show a consistent morning routine reduces stress and improves mood and energy levels. If you could add one new habit to your morning routine, what would it be? Comment below and I'll share my best tips with you.
Okay, so the reason that I wanted to look at that is because none of that was about MLM, right? It's just her morning routine. And on the surface, when you look at that, you're like, sure, that's fine. That actually sounds like a pleasant morning routine. If you're not religious, just like swap out the Bible stuff. Also, in your Bible reading, did you read some of those verses that I quoted at Lindsay? Because, the Bible says in several places that you're not supposed to profit off of other people's labor. I can get those verses out for you, Melanie, if you need that, or you can just watch my video on Lindsay, which I'll link. But asking yourself, like, what are the 3 things that I need to get done? Not reacting. A lot of this, she didn't come up with any of this, by the way. She stole it from Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning, which they all read in MLMs. And all of it is fine, but it gives the impression that these are just these things that she shares, this morning routine. This is what makes her such a successful network marketer. These are the things that are why she is more successful than you are. That's why she's in the 0.4% that actually make money in this business, in this industry. And it's not true, because when I was in Beachbody, I copied her morning routine or whoever's morning routine. I did the thing where, I didn't scroll between, I stopped at a certain time of night and I didn't start again until after a certain time in the morning. So the whole idea of that is if you start your day like responding to emails or responding to messages and texts, then you are in reaction mode the whole day rather than you are proactive and you are setting the tone for your day. All these little things, they get in your head and they make you think, oh, now I'm the one running my day, so I'm in charge and I'm more successful. But it actually doesn't make a difference, because I would apply that. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to do my whole business activity tracker. She talks about like the 3 things you need to get done to get you more towards your goals. I would do all my stuff for my Beachbody business. If you're not looking, I'm using the air quotes because it wasn't my business. But I would do that all first before I responded to emails or anyone who had messaged me back in the DMs or who had messaged me about joining my team or joining a business opportunity call or starting a program. So that way I was like, I'm planting all the seeds first and I'm running the day, and then I'll respond to other people. And it gave me a feeling that I had gotten stuff done. It made me feel like I had accomplished things that were building my business, building my income, taking my business forward, when actually it just made me feel that way and it wasn't true. So it's all manipulative. And that's why I wanted to look at that reel itself, because it doesn't matter. You can do the exact same morning routine as her. It doesn't matter. It will not help you be a more successful network marketer. It just won't. Okay, you guys, we are back. And I know to you, it might seem like we never went anywhere. But here's what happened. The reason I look different, and I have a whole different makeup look on, which, by the way, happy March. Last time I saw you, it was February, and now it's March. And that is why I have this green, snaky leprechaun makeup on. Okay, so here's the deal. The reason I'm coming back to you to finish this MLM Fails video on a different day is that I recorded the first part, and then I decided to look up Melanie's YouTube to see if she had a recording of the Shaklee open house that she was advertising on her Instagram, and she did. So I had to watch that and react to that, of course. So that is going to be the next video that you see up on my channel. But in the meantime, we are going to finish this MLM Fails. And yes, I am including Amy Mashburn in MLM Fails because, as you will see, she is still pro MLM and still trying to cash in on that. And more good news, because I just got the text. I signed up for an information call for Faster Way to Fat Loss, because so many of these Beachbody huns are posting about Faster Way to Fat Loss, and I thought it was just a fitness platform. It's like fitness and intermittent fasting, carb cycling, meal plans, basically everything that Beachbody used to have, minus the supplements. But turns out it's an MLM. You can get certified as a coach, which is what governing body is issuing this certification. It's not a personal trainer certification. It's not a nutritionist degree or a dietitian or anything like that. It is their own certification. So that means nothing. But also, you can recruit people and get paid to recruit people. And allegedly, or not even allegedly, from what I've seen looking at their compensation plan so far, it's just a straight up multi-level marketing. And evidently, that's the word I was looking for. you can be in other MLMs while you're in this MLM, because all the Make Wellness Huns and the Shaklee Huns are on board with this faster way to fat loss. So Beachbody Huns are doubling up on MLMs now that they can. Formerly, the rule in Beachbody was you could only be a discount member of another MLM. You couldn't actually build a team. So you were allowed to join as a member as long as you were only buying product for yourself at a discount and selling it to other people. Like you could be a salesperson, but you could not have a team at another MLM. But apparently neither Make Wellness nor Faster Way to Fat Loss has this rule because they're all doubling up. So yeah, you could get doubly taken advantage of. And it is cold. I'm sorry. I have a cute top on, but I had to put on a sweatshirt. And PLNU, that's my alma mater. So I am representing my alma mater, Point Loma Nazarene University. Go Sea Lions. If you're familiar, if you've never heard of it, that's probably normal. This was intermission. This was the update. You're probably like, Bethany, I'm still watching the same video. But for me, several days have passed. So let's just get back into it. Where were we? Oh, remember when we reacted to Autumn? Man, we're going to have to keep an eye on Autumn because, and just what these super trainers are doing, because man, they're up to some nonsense. Let's catch up with Amy. It has been a bit. The question says, are you still doing Beachbody? Would love to follow your fitness coaching still. And she said, nope, we created our own program, but haven't had a chance to grow the community more, but plan to focus on that more this year, pacing ourselves with all the ideas we have now that we feel so free to create. Everything's going really well. The only reason we don't have a ton of fitness clients is because we just haven't had a chance to grow it. Babe, it's been up on your links for a couple months now. So I don't know. If you're that good at attraction marketing, wouldn't people just be coming to your page, your 140,000 followers on Instagram that you've allegedly made $8 million? Just you doing your own business with your own like magnetic personality and your branding. Like, wouldn't those people sign up?
I've been sick since Thursday. My daughter's homesick again today, and I'll talk more about that because I got asked about how school's going. Well, but no, they're actually going to school. My son's at school that way. Anyway, I had multiple Zooms today with the No Rules Branding School and clients, and I was answering some questions, and I said I had talked about the newsletter that's going out tomorrow to share, about how much money I've made without being part of an MLM. And I feel like every time you say that, people who are in MLMs take it as if like some snarky kind of like jab, and it's not. It's just literally.
Stop you right there. Why do you need to tell people how much money you're making? Why do you need to tell people? As a small business owner, you don't need to tell people how much money you're making in your small business if you are a legitimate business owner. The only reason you would tell people how much you're making is if the service you're selling is a scammy bullshit, I'm going to help you get rich. Look how much money I made. See, don't you want to have this much money? Anyone who is marketing a product to you as a way to help you be rich, I can confidently say, I know that's painting with a broad brush. I would say 100% of the time that person is a scammer. If that's the way that they're marketing it, because actual successful business people don't go around yelling like, my business is so successful, I make so much money. They just have a successful business. It speaks for themselves. They don't need to tell people, unless your business is, I'm a consultant in marketing or, a certain, or branding or something, and I helped X company increase its client acquisition by 46%. You wouldn't even need to say like, I made this company, $5 more million or whatever, because legitimate businesses, that's not how they communicate. They would be like, oh, I helped with client acquisition in the millennial sector or in like the Gen Z, or like I made this brand like fresh and new and like attracted like a new demographic. Or I just, you wouldn't need to be like, yes, here's how much money I make off of my business, so therefore you can make that much too. Like, that's just not a real thing. Also, why are you giving into this, Amy? Like, why do you need to put in your newsletter how much money you've made since leaving Beachbody to like, I don't know, to prove that you can make money without a downline, I guess? Maybe like, I don't think she's making as much as she did with a downline. That's my opinion. I am not signed up for her newsletter. I do not know what that figure was. And also, there is no accountability in place. She can literally say anything she wants. She's not going to get arrested. No one's going to ask for receipts. She's not, even if she put a screenshot of her bank account, like you could doctor that. So it's like, how do we even know you're being honest, or if you're just trying to prove something? I just don't think anyone needs to be saying, this is how much money I make. Let me prove to you I'm successful. Like, just be successful.
A fact. It's how much money I've made without joining an MLM, because if you don't know how the industry works, I could have gotten paid 6 figures or more to go to another company and take my team, and I chose not to.
Stopping her again really quick, but I love that she just confirmed that bridge contracts exist and she was offered one. And I have called her out on not having integrity. That at least was one move of integrity, is not taking the bridge contract. I wish she would spill the tea more. Maybe she can't. But if she didn't take it, why can't she spill the tea and say like, yeah, Make Wellness offered me 6 figures to bring my team, or Shaklee or Monet or whatever.
To do that, I realize like when you make that choice as an upline, somebody who has a massive team, what happens is that other leaders in my organization, they took my team and they took them to other places that I personally, like, I didn't get into network marketing to be a network marketer. I got into it by accident because I loved the company.
They took my team. They took them to another company. It just reveals how these uplines feel about their downlines. It's like, you are not an independent person who, can make your own choices. Like, it's like the only other people she sees as real people are the other people who were at the same level as she was. And anyone who was like not ranked highly enough is just like taken away. And it's like, they see us all as fodder for their paychecks and to build their downline, like to be their downline, not to have any success of our own or have minds of our own or ability to choose on our own. Like, everyone who went with Moira and Aaron to Make Wellness, everyone who went with Meredith to Hugh and Grace, like all these people were in her downline. They made those decisions themselves. They chose to hop to another MLM. They chose to follow that person, and they weren't Amy's to lose. They weren't your team. Like, they were people who chose to be Beachbody coaches and then chose to join another MLM. Wasn't the right decision in my opinion, but they're still people. They're still not your, possession. And like, I remember when we reacted to her reaction to Beachbody going affiliate and just saying, none of my downline is going to stay affiliates and buy your products anymore because of the way you treated us. It's like, well, maybe some of them are. Maybe some people do still really like these products. I was in her downline. I, for a second, thought about going back for Energize and Beach Bars. Ultimately decided not to, especially not only because of the trauma, but mostly because of not wanting to give money to Carl Deichler, and the prices are still so high. Like, a tub of Energize, they didn't lower the price. It's still $60, and I'm like, okay, well, Alani Nu is $40, or if I get one of their BOGO sales, I like stock up and get a bunch, for like the next 6 months because it's pre-workout. It doesn't go bad.
I loved it. Like, changed my life. Now I know I changed my life, but I felt that it had changed my life. It was a catalyst. It was part of it.
I have to stop. When I first watched this, I had to stop right there. Because she said like, oh, Beachbody changed my life. But now I know I changed my life. No, Beachbody changed your life. You got freaking lucky that you got in early. You got in early. You got in at the top of the pyramid. You had like one person between you and Barbie Decker, like Barbie Kalev now. Like, oh, I should look her up. I should see what she's up to because she's married to Shaklee. So I don't know if Shaklee is still making programs with Beachbody. I don't know if Barbie joined another MLM. We should look her up. Okay, anyway. But no, Amy, you can't take credit for like everything, all of your success that happened in Beachbody. People you didn't even know were contributing to your paycheck. You were scamming people and you were good at scamming people. I'll give you that.
And I really believed in what we were doing. And then when it all came to a crashing halt, it changed my perspective. And I decided not to continue on that way, no matter how much money I could have made. I am the type of person where my passion has to align with what I'm doing. Otherwise, I can't do it. I just physically can't. And so that was a very hard decision for me to make. I already had the No Rules Branding School in the works. It was like literally announced the week before we got the news. I was already one-on-one coaching, and this whole process just gave me...
Real easy to say that. Was it? Because I remember you saying, oh, I have something really exciting that I'm going to announce. It wasn't announced before Beachbody went affiliate. The internet is forever. There's no announcement of the No Rules Branding School before Beachbody went affiliate. Maybe you did do some one-on-one calls. I don't know. You can claim it all you want.
More clarity and showed me even more that I want to help people to build their own things, because if it's not yours, it can get taken away. And if I'm going to spend the time to build something, I want to know that I'm the one calling the shots and that, that I'm in control of that. So that's what gave me the clarity around that. And then my one-on-one coaching evolved from coaching people in network marketing, which I still love to do. Like, I'm happy to help you if you want to be successful at that. But it evolved to more align with my passion, and that is helping people to create their own offers. So even if you are in network marketing or you do have a job, learning how to be an entrepreneur and build your own business and turn an idea into income is absolutely something that everybody can do. And that's what I do with my one-on-one coaching. So helping people to make and launch their own.
It's the fence sitting for me. It's if you're in an MLM, you don't own it and it can get taken away from you at any time. The only way to truly be an entrepreneur is to own your own thing, is to own your own business. You get to decide what you're offering, how much it costs, etc. That's all true. And then she's like, but if you are still in network marketing and you want to be successful in that, then this is also for you. Or if you have a job, this is also for you. A, it's giving desperate. B, it's giving that integrity that we found a little bit of like 5 minutes ago. Now it's gone again because it's just like, I will take anybody. It's giving, I don't believe in the MLM model anymore. And I've had that wake up call and I've had that realization because of what Beachbody and Carl did to me. But I'm still not going to say anything against it because most of my following are network marketers and I want to make money off of them. So that's what that means. It's also like she presents herself as having all of this knowledge about being an entrepreneur and being a business owner. This No Rules Branding School is the first business you have ever started. You were not a business owner before this. This is your business. And you don't know how successful it's going to be. You can claim all you want. You made $8 million off of social media. You made $8 million from a downline in Beachbody over the course of 14 years. So take away the downline. And that's probably why she's trying to put like how much money she made aside from MLM in her newsletter to try to defend against people like me saying that. But I'm sorry. It's just like, that's how you made your money. This is your first business and you're trying to coach other people on how to build a business and how to make their business successful. Like you haven't made a successful business. You've never been a business owner in your life.
Offers is like super exciting because not only do we get to do the creative process together, but then I get to help you to like one of my, I just got a shipment from Gardener's Supply. I saw your questions come in about gardening and I'm going to make a like to know it and start posting more kind of content like that too. It's like, I'm like in this stage of my life and my business where I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to do next. Kevin's like, why don't we just be influencers all summer? I'm like, okay, let's just do brand partnerships. Like, you can do whatever you want when you have a very strong personal brand and you know how to do social media. And that's just what I'm passionate about, is just helping you. Like one of my clients, her business, she has her own product, her own business, and she's grown mostly through Facebook ads. So she hired me to teach her how to build a strong personal brand. So I have skills in so many different areas that one-on-one coaching is completely customizable. And that's why it's so great, because we get on a call and we're going to get into action. Like one of my clients today, like she is doing a wellness program. And today we went through and she outlined out the whole 8 weeks, the pricing it's going to be. We set some goals and then I gave her next steps, because what often happens is like you sit down and you're like, I don't know what to do. And then other times people like see something like an oversimplification on social media. It's like, you just take this and then you go create a Canva and then you go and you sell it. And they're like, it's not, the oversimplification drives me nuts, because if it was that easy, everybody would be making thousands of dollars online, right? There is a formula, and that's what I like to teach my clients. So anyway, back to school,
she just went on to talk about like her kids and school and family stuff. And I try to keep people's kids, even if they're not, like obviously if they're pictured in the videos, I keep them off. But even if they're just talking about them, I try not to keep that stuff in my videos, because that's not the point. Whatever decisions you want to make, whatever your kids are doing, if they're sick, if they have activities, that's none of my business. But yeah, I just the superiority complex, the reverse imposter syndrome we talked about, where she thinks she's an expert on launching businesses, scaling businesses. Oh, there's a formula. Like if it were that easy, everyone would be making thousands of dollars. And I'm like, yeah, are you with your no rules branding school? Beachbody doesn't count. Nothing about Beachbody counts. I'm just like, and then also, where will it be in 5 years, 10 years? Like the audacity to offer this service when you are completely like untested, unproven. You haven't built a business of your own. You've never been an entrepreneur. You've never scaled something. You've never, created an offer that's all you and started a successful business that's been around for 10, 15 years. Like, because Beachbody was not your own business. It's also giving desperate. It's like, I can help you if you have a job. I can help you if you're in network marketing. I can help you if you want to do something else. I helped this person who did a lot of Facebook ads. That was a hot mess too, right? It was like, she did a bunch of Facebook ads and then she hired me because she wanted even more. And it's like, what's happening? Like, is there anything of substance in this Instagram story at all? Another Beachbody coach turned Make Wellness Hun. She was one of the top people in Beachbody, Amy Bailey. And again, she's going to have stuff in her Instagram story.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add this into some more water here, because I do like to mix my Arm Raw with 2 of my other morning supplements. I have Fit, which helps my muscle recovery, helps my muscle growth, the longevity of my muscle growth, because as you age, you lose that, and it has NAD in it.
Another Make Wellness Hun trying to promote their supplements as reversing the aging process or combating the aging process of like losing muscles as you age. And we've debunked that several times. I do want to note while we're paused here that the Instagram story right before this was her mixing up her Armra colostrum, which is actually that ad comes up on my YouTube sometimes. I think maybe because the Google YouTube gods are always listening to me, they hear me talking about supplements. So now when I'm watching other creators on YouTube, the ads I get, a lot of them are for supplements and weight loss and stuff. And I'm like, it's not really what I am interested in. It's the content that I react to. But anyway, I watch a lot of other anti-MLM content creators like Erin Bees, who does have a personal training and I think nutritionist certification. And you guys have suggested some people, and I'm finding there's even more. There's so many great anti-MLM content creators, but yeah, I watch a lot of them. And because so many MLMs are just like supplements these days, I am getting ads for supplements. All that to say, Armor Colostrum is not an MLM, but it is an influencer, a pretty popular influencer brand partner. So she has her Armor Colostrum affiliate code, like actual affiliate. And then with Make Wellness, it's an MLM. It's not affiliate, which we have to clarify every time, just in case someone's new to this channel or hasn't heard of Make Wellness and they've only seen Make Wellness Huns talking about you can become an affiliate. It's not affiliate marketing. It's multi-level marketing, and they're trying to recruit you so they can make money off of you. So I'll read the text here on the screen too while we're paused. It says, fit, all natural and made from nature. So is sugar. So is arsenic. Isn't that in the pits of cherries? That's why we don't eat the pits of cherries. Builds, repairs, and maintains your lean muscle. Promotes muscle protein synthesis. Reduces muscle fatigue. Contains NAD. What is that? She brags about it and then she doesn't tell us. I'm like, are you just listing the things from Make Wellness? I don't know what NAD is. Tell me what NAD is. I don't know.
As well. It also contains 100 milligrams of caffeine with a slow release, so it's not going to give you a spike. It's just going to give you a very healthy balance of caffeine. And then I also have...
I want a spike. When I have caffeine, I want a spike because I use it specifically for my workout. So I want that like boost of energy to get me off my tuchus and get me to work out, especially if I'm really tired. Sometimes I even take some pre-workout before I clean because I need something to force me to move around.
Hydrated, which gives me the appropriate electrolytes my body needs, especially after just waking up. Your body is very dehydrated and it's important to hydrate it. So those are my 3 supplements, Armra, Fit, and Hydrated, that I put into a shaker, and then I also take 2 tablets.
Okay, I have to pause her there because she said when you first wake up, you are dehydrated. Sure, that's true. You're also hungry. That's why they call it breakfast, because you're breaking your fast. You've been fasting for 7 to 9 hours, however long you sleep. But you don't need electrolytes. You just need water. I don't need a personal training certification to know that electrolytes are for specifically like sweat. The things that you lose when your body is sweating and you're doing endurance training. Like, I have done a marathon. I have done several half marathons. So I've been in that distance running world for a while. And you learn about that. Like, you want to alternate at the water stations at the marathon between water and Gatorade so that you're replenishing your electrolytes. But when you sleep, you're not using your electrolytes. This is another thing. Like, you're not stupid, but you said something stupid. Unless you have like a bad case of the night sweats, or you have the flu and you're running a crazy fever and you're like sweating it out. If you have a normal night's sleep, you don't need to replenish your electrolytes. You didn't lose electrolytes. You just need to drink water. Like, just drink water in the morning. Okay? Like, am I crazy?
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
That's common knowledge, right? Like, that's the whole purpose of Gatorade, isn't it? To like replace the electrolytes? But you drink it during sports. You don't drink it just randomly. That's not the point. It's specifically for sports. Okay, I can't.
Lean has been a game changer for me. It's been a game changer for a lot of my clients. And honestly, it's one of our best-selling products that we have with Make Wellness. It's a bioactive precision peptide that truly helps naturally boost your metabolism and control and curb that appetite and cravings while targeting visceral fat, the unhealthy fat that forms around your organs. Yeah, baby.
I was gonna let her get to the end. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you finish. But when she said that, it targets visceral fat. Like, what? You cannot take something that just like targets visceral fat and like makes it go away. That's not a thing. If it were, everyone would be pounding down the doors of Make Wellness to get their hands on this. Like, even we talk a lot about GLP-1s on this channel and how it's kind of proof that all MLM supplements are full of crap, because when something actually does work the way that it's advertised, it explodes. It becomes a big deal. Everyone is trying to get it. There's a shortage. Like, it's a whole thing. So if that were the case, like, we would all be knocking down your door for this. Like, it would be like a madhouse, especially now that Thin is in again. Was it ever out? I don't think so, but that's just, it's like everybody acted like we were all okay with our bodies. And then as soon as Ozempic came on the scene, we were all like, no, we want to be skinny again. Yeah, I was like, all that self-love, body love work I did in the mid 2010s, like, nobody cares. No, it was good for me. It was good for me. I do love and accept myself, and I hope you do too, because your worth is not in how skinny you can be. And I will keep saying that. But that being said, this is crazy. So while we're paused here, I will read this for you. The text says, naturally derived metabolic support and appetite curbing support. No. Supports healthy weight loss goals as part of a healthy diet and exercise, decreases cravings, enhances metabolic wellness, healthy weight management support. I don't believe any of that. And also, she had her Armra colostrum, she had her hydrate, and her fit. This is lean. She had fit. And so she drinks all that. And then 30 minutes before she eats, she's going to have the lean. How do you know what of any of these is doing anything? You're taking so many supplements because you have to shill this stuff. You have to get your affiliate money from Armra Colostrum, and then you also have to build your new MLM. Like, how do you know if any of this is working?
So when you take 2 of these, it truly takes the food noise out of your day and makes you can focus on what you're supposed to be eating to fuel your body instead of all the cravings and temptations that a lot of people have throughout their days. So a lot of my clients are seeing great success with this, and pairing it with FIT, it's, obviously helping you lose fat, gain muscle, and live your best life.
Okay, so what it actually will help you lose fat and gain muscle is a calorie deficit and resistance training and protein. So that's that. But again, take a shot every time one of these Make Wellness Huns says food noise, because it's going to drive me crazy. And I want to say to all of you watching is that we have had some really informative comments from you guys about food noise. Those of you who have actually struggled with it, and those of you who have been on GLP-1 medications and have shared your experience with food noise. And the best way that I can sum up the difference between actual food noise and just being a person and having cravings and being hungry is kind of the difference between having the occasional bout of sadness, feeling down, going through a hard time, versus having clinical depression or feeling nervous about things in your life from time to time versus having chronic anxiety, having officially diagnosed anxiety. And some of you have said food noise is not an official diagnosis, but it often comes with some of these other conditions. So that's kind of the most helpful metaphor that I could come up with to kind of explain the difference between that and just I'm a person and I'm hungry. The way that she's talking about, that she's basically saying this will make you want to eat healthy and not crave and have temptations and cravings for all these things that you shouldn't be eating. And I feel like the danger in this is that a lot of people are going to be like, oh yeah, I crave cookies. I crave sugar. So therefore I must have food noise and I need this product. But no, if you get hungry, especially if you wait like a long time to eat, the hungrier you are, the more your body is going to want that quick source of energy. And sugar and simple carbs are that like really quick source of energy. So of course, like the hungrier you get, if I wait too long, if I forget to bring a snack to rehearsal, by the time I get home, I'm like, oh, who cares? Like, I'm just going to like eat this whole sleeve of Oreos, and that's not, the best choice. But if I make myself have a dinner or something healthier, like, oh, I'll have some eggs and toast, something like that, then I'm going to get like some protein and still some carbs. And it's like, it's a better source of energy. And it is absolutely normal to have cravings for sugar because our body wants energy, like our body wants to survive. So you don't need to be a dietitian to know that as a person, you're going to get hungry. And as a person, you're going to want foods that maybe are not the most useful to you. And things like vegetables are very low in calories. They do a lot for us, but they don't provide us that energy. They're not like survival, through the winter type foods. So we all need like a little more discipline. Most people don't naturally crave vegetables. If you do, good for you. I'm jealous. But anyway, that's my whole spiel on that. And I do especially want to thank those people who left, detailed comments. If you want to check out other people who have experience with food noise, their stories, you can check out the comments section of my previous couple of videos. I have a feeling that we are going to be dealing with the frustration of these huns talking about food noise a lot for however long we have to deal with MLMs, which may be forever. Hopefully not. It does seem like they are on the downswing, but honestly, you never know. So anyway, that's it for me today. I did sign up for an opportunity call with Faster Way to Fat Loss. So I will be, of course, recording that and reacting to that. And I filmed myself reacting to the Shaklee open house that the huns at the beginning of this video were talking about, and that'll be up soon. So I have so much content coming at you. March really is a lucky month for all of us. So don't lose money. Keep your money. Make money. Let's all get lucky by not joining an MLM. And make sure you kiss your pets on their fuzzy little heads for me, and I'll see you in the next one.
What does perfect even mean?